as I say, best of 7, and not a great break-off shot to start. So you really need to hit the ground running. But Joe Johnson alongside me, well, he's done well, hasn't he, Joe? Robert Milkins in the top 16 after 18 years on the tour.
18 years, it's better to late than never, isn't it? And what a great player he's been. Very attacking player. Great to watch. Thoroughly deserved. I've got a feeling that Robert Milkins will go from strength to strength now. He's got into the top 16. Won't want to come out. Haven't seen much of this guy. But anybody that can make it onto the professional circuit has got to be good. A little fortunate there. He was a bit short with the cue ball, but finished in front of the green.
Well, 4 years ago, Milkins was the world number 55. He was only going one day. That was down. One way. That was down. But he's turned things around pretty dramatically. You'll recall at the World Championship, he beat Neil Robertson in the first round. And as I say, 2 semi-finals already this season, including just last week in Australia. So at the moment, it's all going great for Milkins. I suppose the next thing for him is to win a title. That'll be the next goal.
Yes, well, when you're getting down to the semi-final stages, every chance of. Well, the cue ball anywhere over the right side of the table here would be pretty good. Let's see how he plays it. This looks good. If he covers the left side of the table, and he's just about managed to do that, and that's trouble.
Yes, a relaxed dress code clearly here. They haven't forgotten their waistcoats. They've been excused having to wear them. And there's the scene from the back of this big arena. You can see all the tables, 10 tables in operation. A lot of matches to get through over the course of the 3 days.
He was forced into taking that one on, and that was the good safety that he played.
What?
So, first scoring chance falls to Robert Milkins. Straight away playing for that red just to the right of the black spot, which will clear the way if he does get onto the black and pots it. Oh, but he's missed the red. And that was a careless one. Wasn't a difficult pot, that. Maybe he was just thinking about where he wanted to be on the black.
It's kind of early for a snooker player though, isn't it?
Yes, it is, David. Used to coming in at this time, I think. Looks like he's already been away, Craig Steadman. Got a nice tan there. Just managed to drop in.
You're suggesting you didn't get that tan in Lancashire, which is where he's from?
8.
And why shouldn't he have a break? There's a lot of snooker ahead this season. Players coming in at the first round.
Well, just yesterday, another tournament was announced, the Indian Open in October. There'll be 64 players going there. Another world ranking event.
Tried to check the cue ball back down the table. It caught the green. Thought he would have played it with a touch of right-hand side rather than left-hand side. Left-hand side on the cue ball there. Cannon into the green. It's always difficult for players that don't qualify in every event and play on television tables. Big shot. Not far away.
Craig Steadman, 14.
Could only leave the red he was playing on, so not too bad.
Yes, he's a good player, Craig, but most of his snooker has been played kind of below the radar, if you like. He hasn't played that many television matches, and the key to his future, I guess, is whether he can start to win these matches, which not only will give him ranking points, of course, but will build confidence. So, a big match for him. He knows Milkins is in good form. This would be a good scalp if he could take it this morning.
Yes, you've got to try and forget who you're playing, how they're playing, and just concentrate on your game. But he missed that red to the left corner by some distance. Collided with the reds and left the cue ball down this end of the table.
One.
Well, he's got the same problem that Steadman had a couple of shots ago. He's got to miss the baulk colours. It depends which side he puts on the cue ball. Needs to miss the green, and that will do nicely.
6.
So,
7.
second good chance this.
He's certainly been helped by the fact that in his home city of Gloucester, Southwest Snooker Academy was built a couple of years ago. Paul Mount also manages him. Terry Griffiths coaches him. Two good people to have in your corner. But he's worked hard as well himself, because when you're out there, it's only you that can affect the result. He just seems to be back in love with snooker again.
13.
Well, I think he thought he got a kick there which took the pace out of the cue ball, and it's going to be very difficult for him now to carry on this break. He was up off the shot pretty quickly there. Just the safety.
Robert Milkins, 18.
But he's been in twice so far. Disappointed. Only made 24 points.
Yes, I suppose psychologically things are a bit different for Milkins now. There may be a few more expectations he's putting on himself, having done so well of late. Wants to keep up the momentum.
He's brought the red down the table. Where's it going to finish? Right over the pocket. Caught the red's much too thick. So another chance here.
One.
Again, didn't play it well. Thought he would have tried to come down for the blue if he was a little short. Could have been on the green or the yellow.
Craig
And
Steadman.
again, the safety there, he's not covered the left side of the table, which is the easy side to get back down towards baulk. May even have a pot to nothing to the right corner. And that was, again, it was careless, that of Craig Steadman. He could have got that cue ball anywhere. Just played the cue ball into baulk instead of trying to put his opponent in trouble. And it could be costly.
Well, bearing in mind, a couple of shots back, Milkins stuck the red up over the green pocket. He must have thought when he went back to his seat, well, this is trouble.
6.
Had a few withdrawals. Neil Robertson has a virus. Barry Hawkins also unwell.
13.
Jimmy White has had an operation on his foot, so he's unable to play. And of course, Ali Carter being treated for testicular cancer. We send our best wishes to Ali for his treatment.
Yeah. He's another player, Ali Carter, who's done so well the past few years, been in 2
21.
World Finals. That's despite the Crohn's disease he's had to put up with. So 31 points in front. The red behind the pink. I don't think pots to the right corner. It will now.
24.
Wait for it.
Robert Milkins, 24.
Robert Milkins leads by 33 points in this opening frame.
Oh, that side on the cue ball has just allowed Robert Milkins to pot this red to the left corner. Could so easily have finished up behind the yellow there.
One.
Okay, very close to that middle pocket. But again, he's not on anything that can lead him towards the reds. But maybe just push a colour safe.
Robert Milkins, 1.
At the risk of sounding like I'm 100 years old, I do quite like the waistcoats. I think it just gives snooker a professional look. Having said that, there's nothing wrong with the odd event making it different. This isn't the World Championship. It'd be hard to imagine the likes of Ray Reardon, though, turning up in a T-shirt.
Yes, I'm with you. I do like the traditional dress. Didn't really want to bring one of these reds off the cushion. You can't see the one by the pink spot unless he plays the swerve. Coming off the cushion. And he'll be happy with that.
1.
Yeah, it's a clever little shot there. Hiding the red. If he had have missed it with the other red.
Blue ball. Robert Milkins, 1.
And again, another clever shot, pushing the blue safe. Just giving himself a little bit more insurance.
I think that's been the difference in his game. He's been so disciplined with his shot selections. Used to be quite erratic, Milkins, at one time, but certainly not the last couple of years.
Well, if he plays this red by the pink and plays it with a bit of bottom on the cue ball, he might just be able to leave that cue ball in behind the pink. Caught it a little bit too thin. So just the red needed, worth taking on this frame ball. Nicely played.
Yes, he kind of felt he was always in control, really, of this frame. Milkins. There was that one instance where he left the red over the green pocket, but Steadman lost position immediately. And it's going to be 1-0 to the Gloucester man.
3.
If this red goes in.
4.
Yeah, he's got to take his chances, and as you said, he's not used to these type of conditions. But maybe he'll get there a little bit more quicker nowadays, with everybody in at the first round.
8.
All experience.
There's more opportunity these days to play on television, because it doesn't make it any easier once you get out there. But the first frame, you would feel, has gone to Milkins. There's 43 in it. Steadman is coming back, but well, he needs 4 or 5 snookers here. Stuart Bingham has won the opening frame in his match against Adam Duffy. Sam Baird also framed to the good. Marcus Campbell as well. Kurt Mafflin.
2.
A lot of players of all abilities here. Some professionals, some amateurs, some star names as well. Not all the top players have entered, but plenty of top players here. John Higgins is here, Judd Trump, Mark Williams, Stephen Maguire, Sean Murphy, Mark Selby, to name but a few. Next match will be, in fact, Matthew Stevens up against Ben Harrison, who's making his TV debut. Oh dear, didn't want to screw in off the middle, so that is that. And Robert Milkins, as I say, always kind of looked in control of the frame, and he has won it. So the first frame goes to the Gloucester man. We're back shortly with frame 2.